Hey everyone, welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. And so I did some looking into the menus, and I found out that obviously we have a bunch of stuff to read. And I do want to get into it and read all of it, because I'm very interested in learning as much as I can about the world. But it's a lot, so I don't want to sit and read it all in one go. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a couple, maybe at the beginning or end of each episode. And that way we'll kind of work through the codex and learn about the history and the characters that we're meeting in a little bit more detail. Well, I did want to kind of see what our characters had to say around Haven. We've talked to Varric,
The chosen of Andraste,
but no one else.
the blessed hero sent to save us all.
Well, it didn't start out that way.
I've no interest in being a hero. All I want is to find a way to seal this breach.
Pragmatic, but ultimately irrelevant. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
He has quite a bit of experience. I wonder how old he is, how long he's been around. Let's find out what we can about what he does.
What do you mean ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
And you're comfortable with that? Very interesting.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
Oh, giant spiders. Yeah, that's incredibly impressive, sir.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
So the apostate mages are ones who had already split off from the main group of mages. So they were already outcasts, but now everybody hates the main group of mages. There's this conflict between the Templars and the actual mages. So as an apostate, Solus is now outside of that conflict, but probably still feeling some of the effects when people find out that he's a mage, obviously. But I think he's safe with the Inquisition.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Alright, very interesting. So he explores deep into the Fade, which is, well, we might be able to read a little bit about the Fade. We can read about the breach. That seems like a good place to start with getting into the Codex. What does it mean to pierce the veil, that which separates our world from the realm of dreams and demons? For the average man and woman, it is a frightening thought to consider just how fragile this separation actually is. The veil is not a physical curtain, not a structure limited to a particular place. It is everywhere. It is in their home, in the streets where they walk, in the farmers' fields, as well as remote mountain vales. At any moment it can be torn to shreds, allowing demons and other horrors to flood into our world like water through a burst dam. Whoops. Known lore tells us that small rifts can be sealed, but what about a large one? What if some catastrophic magical event created a rift so large and horrific, it weakened the integrity of the veil as a whole? Such a breach would threaten our entire world, turning concerns about occasional demonic intrusions into a charming anecdote compared to the monsters we would then face. If there is anything to be done, any reason we should look at magic with fear, it is for that possibility more than any others. From The Truth Out of Magic by Lady Seeker, Aladra Vale. Very cool.
And you've seen no signs of the Grey Wardens anywhere.
Right now I'm just kind of exploring. Gonna head out in a minute. Actually, what I was thinking is that I would head up here, since we're in the area, and look for the notes that the apothecary mentioned to us.
No Grey Wardens, you said?
We're not paying you to be sarcastic.
I don't know.
Oh, Maker, you were him. You were the Herald of Andraste. She sent you to us to show the world her love, and I am ready for that love. Well, I'm not ready for that kind of love.
Okay.
That is, unless that's what you want.
Well, we didn't say anything.
I mean, I'm Flissa.
Awkward
Can I
much?
get you a drink?
Just relax. Just relax.
It's all right, Flissa. I won't do anything frightening.
If you wanted to close the breach, I wouldn't mind. As I said, I'm Flissa. The Inquisition soldiers needed a place to unwind, so Leliana brought me in to set up a tavern. Nothing fancy, but it's safer for the soldiers than looking for trouble in some village.
That's true. What is your acquaintance?
You said Liliana asked you to run an Inquisition tavern. How did you meet?
Dumb luck, maybe. I managed an inn back in Denner Inn. When I heard interesting gossip, I passed word to Liliana. Sometimes it was helpful. She asked if I wanted to own my own tavern, and I said yes. I didn't realize she meant this.
So what else is around here?
What can you tell me about this area?
Adan is Haven's apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to
Oh, we
the
met
wounded
him.
the best he can. Harriet is the Inquisition smith. Whatever he can
Met him
do,
too.
Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segret.
And we met him too.
Too high.
So it seems like we met everybody of interest.
Oh, there's also Minave. She studies beasts and things.
Oh, okay.
Understand?
Farewell.
Goodbye.
For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water. As the moth sees light and goes through the flame.
I spoke with Commander Cullen.
It looks like there may be another quest to pick up in here. We could see what that's about. Well, all I'm seeing is the chests. It's strange. Now I wonder if we need to get outside the gates. Probably, huh?
How could that great breach not have been caused by the mages?
It is reasonable.
A lot of training going on. That's good.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
Yeah, it would be hard to do that, seeing as how we blew up an entire diplomatic conclave.
That wasn't my idea.
I'd be concerned if it was. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir,
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
Yeah, everything is pretty messed up.
the Conclave destroyed, a giant hole in the sky. Things aren't looking good.
Which is why we're needed. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
Well, that may be, but at least you seem to be behind what we're doing
if you
here.
have one prepared, I'd love to hear it.
Another time, perhaps.
Oh, we hit on him.
Work ahead.
I see.
Commander,
It
Sir
wasn't
Ryan has reported
such
us
an
to
innocent
Twilight.
reply as I originally thought.
As I was saying.
That's okay. I was interested in hearing him talk. I don't know. The game decided we were being too flirty. Oh, so what's going on?
Worried?
Is it that obvious?
I'm afraid so.
Did I do the right thing?
By trusting us?
What I have set in motion here could
Or-
destroy everything I have revered
Yeah,
my
the
whole life.
whole thing.
One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool. And they may be right.
Well, that may be. What do you think, though? I mean, I'm assuming you think that you're in the right. Most people do when they make decisions.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
So what's the plan now? Like, the grand plan.
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them.
Nice shot of the
I
training
only
dummy.
pray the price is not too high.
Well, you did what you had to do when you had to do it, and not everyone can do that, so...
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I?
Not any good ones.
My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
That's a good self-analysis.
Can't say I'm not grateful to hear that.
I can be harsh, I know. You've said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that mean you also don't believe in the Maker?
Well, that's complicated. I really don't know.
I can't really say.
I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
And who else is around here? Or do we want to head out? Yeah, let's just explore this area out here. We gotta see if we can find these notes. I am kind of worried about getting into trouble without my group, but maybe we can't encounter enemies here. Gather herbs and metals out in the world. Well, yeah, we know. We will pick up everything we can. Pretty standard. Not going that way. Well, if we could get up there, that'd be great. Can we jump up there? Not with any effectiveness. No. So, assuming this was a lake, obviously. Now frozen. Not seeing a way to get... Oops. Oh, I like that it's tracking our path. Is that what it's doing? Let's head up here and around, if we can, but... Yeah, fairly certain that was where we just tried to get up. I feel like I should be able to get up right over here. Maybe that's just simply not an option.
With passion's breath does the darkness creep. It is the whisper in the night.
63 gold, belt of ranged defense. That will go on to somebody. Maybe we actually have to take the path. That could be a real thing. Ooh, iron. Perfect. No, stop jumping. There you go. So we're 3 out of 5. Let's see. When the compass pulses, press left analog to search. We've done that. We've sent out that little searching pulse. When the compass pulses, I see it. Okay.
There must be something here.
Where is here exactly? Is that just alerting us of these gatherables? Right? Okay, yep. So we can scan the area and it will ping any gatherables on our map. Let's see, let's make sure we're heading the right way. We're just kind of searching this area, ultimately headed up there, I guess. Any chance they'd be inside of a building? 'Cause that's where I would leave notes. Too much to hope that they would just be on a desk. Nothing going on in here, it doesn't seem. Oh. Wait. We have to search. Okay. Nice. So we have to use that even to find key items, I guess. That's interesting. A well-timed tutorial that had put that in my mind. Yeah, let's try to head up here. And on the way, if we see any rocky outcroppings, we can see if we can get any more ore. Like, that's where I would look for ore. A lot of elf root. I think there must be some ore right over here. Yes. This should complete that part of the requisition for weapons quest. And now we just need to find a logging stand. This is this up here. Okay. Well, we're definitely gonna head that way. And I'm thinking we're not gonna run into any enemies out here. Doesn't seem like. Oh good, I can just go right around. Oh, it looks like some more ore. Perfect. Oh, look at this. That's the mother lode. We're done with the quest, but we're going to need all this stuff for crafting. Future work orders. And I'm wondering if it ever comes back. If it regenerates after a certain amount of time, or if it's a once loot, it's gone type of deal. I suppose we'll find out if we spend any amount of time in the area. Let's grab this. And we're heading towards what I hope is the logging stand. Yeah, no enemies, but plenty of materials. Oh, wait. Okay, those look non-aggressive. Thought I heard a wolf. But these look like they're non-aggressive, so... we will live and let live, in this case. Okay, so now... oh, here we go. Claim logging stand. Yes, please. And now we can go back and fill the requisition. I could be out seeking the, seeking to follow the main quest chain and get into some action here, which I really want to do, but I want to take care of the stuff that's local to Haven first, so that we don't have to deal with it later. And it is right here, so I like to get it out of the way and kind of work my way outward from my base. And I think the next stop is going to be to go to the horse stables and see if we can get horses for our new Inquisition. That will be what we do next. Yikes. It's a constant presence. Can never really forget about it for long, can you?
When will you be able to get us the crafting supplies we need?
So maybe I just go to the table. Inquisition weapons. We could... alright, so... reward +1 power. Okay.
Much appreciated.
So now we can travel to the hinterlands to speak with Mother Giselle. We're not going to do that first. First we're going to go to the stables to see if we can get horses for the Inquisition. And we'll do that when we come back. I'm going to take a short break here. And then we'll head out. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate the support. Take care and wish me luck.